Grade 5 students, and welcome to Alman High School's Educational English channel. This is Mr. Ahmed Abdul Hakim talking to you, and today, inshallah, we're going to have the final test 4, or Brack's final test 4. Alright, so this is very important for you because in these tests, we're wrapping up all what we had in from Unit 5 to Unit 8. So I want you all ears and please pay attention. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As usual, you have been through different types of activities throughout the year. So let's start with the first question, which is write each word under the correct picture. Guys, you're familiar with that question, so I guess it's easy, so easy for you. You have a list of 5 words and 5 pictures. You have to figure out which word goes with which picture, or you have to write the each word under the correct picture. All right. First, let's read the words: dummy, dummy; cot, cot; doll's house, doll's house; marbles, marbles; and high chair. All right. Let's see the first one. I want you to think for 1 minute. All right. What is the first one? Good job. It's doll's house. The first one is doll's house. Good job. This house is used for dolls. Small one. Everybody used to play with these glassy, colorful balls, or yes, everyone knows them. So they're what? Marbles, marbles. Excellent. Number 3, that's baby's bed. Cot, cot. Good job. All right. Number 4, this is like a rubber lollipop used for to keep babies quiet or keep them from crying. Yes, excellent. Dummy, dummy. And the last one, we said it's used to spoon feed the baby, or for baby or babies or toddler to sit in it, and their mom feed them. Yes, it's high chair, high chair. So let's read them. Number 1, doll's house; 2, marbles; 3, cot; 4, dummy; and 5, high chair. Let's move to the second question, guys. All right. Circle the correct answer. This is a grammatical one. We talked about past habits before, and we said we use used to. And I told you before, in the question that starts with did, or any question that has did, we should use the infinite form of use, which is use, all right? Or after the negative past symbol, or the negative form of used to is didn't use to. The negative form of used to is didn't use to. So after did or didn't, we use the infinitive, which is use, all right? So let's see the first one. Did you use, used, or uses to have a dummy when you were a baby? That's yes, no question. We have did, so we have to use the infinitive form of the verb after did. So the correct answer is use. Did you use to have a dummy when you were a baby? Number 2, he didn't. Here the negative form. Also after the negative form didn't, negative form of the past simple tense, we use the infinitive form of the verb. So the answer here, excellent, is use also. He didn't use. He didn't use to cry a lot when he was a baby. He didn't use to cry a lot when he was a baby. Number 3, what did you use or used or using to play with when you were 5? What did you use, used, using to play with when you were 5? What did you use? What did you use? Good job. Number 4, I used, using to have marbles when I was young. Here I'm talking about something in the past, like memories in the past when I was young. So that's the past simple tense. So it's used. I used. This is the past simple tense when you talk about habit in the past. Number 5, I didn't use, or I doesn't use, or didn't use to play tennis at 10. Here, now, for example, I'm 12 or I'm 15 or whatever. I'm talking about the past when I was 10. That's some years before, so, or some years ago. So here I use didn't use because this is a negative form. After didn't, I cannot use used, USED. No, I have to use the infinite form, which is use. I didn't use. So I didn't use to play tennis at 10. Excellent. Let's move to the third question today. Here you have a table with two columns. We have to match column A with column B to make collocations. Guys, we talked about collocations before. We said collocations are verbs with expressions. All right, they match each other. So the verb with the expression, all right, or the verb with a noun, so they make collocations. All right. So we have verbs on the left side. We have to match them with the nouns or the expression on the right side. So we have, number two, lose, number three, learn to, number four, wear, number five, share. All right. So number one, have play dates. It's arranged uh, time where kids collect together or gather together, or arranged meeting where they play with the other kids, play with each other under the supervision of their parents. All right. So have play dates. Lose my first tooth. Lose my first tooth. Number three, learn to tie my shoelaces. Do you know how to tie your shoelaces? So learn to tie my shoelaces. Number four, wear a school uniform. Wear a school uniform. Number five, share a bedroom means sleep in the room with another one. Like when you share your bedroom with your brother, friend, and so on. Let's move to the fourth question today. Read the following text and answer the questions below. We have a reading text or reading passage. Guys, you have to read the reading passage 2 times at least. The first time you read it very fast, or you skim it, all right? You just to get the whole idea or the drift. And then you read the question, and then you read it for the second time to get more details or specific details to answer these questions. What you put in mind, you don't have to know every word, but you have to get the meaning from the context. All right, and you look for the keyword that can help you answer the questions. For example, if the question asks about time, when, all right, you have to put in mind the dates. So you have, when you read a passage, you have to put in mind some important information like names of places, events, date, and so on. All right, so let's start. Let me read it fast, all right, with you. Hello, I'm Fahd. I'm in grade 5 at Al High School. I'm 10 years old. I started studying English when I was 6. I love my teachers because they're kind and helpful. I go to my school by bus. I love my school as we have many school activities there. My favorite activities are PE and swimming. Right, let's see the question, but you have to read it again. All right. So in this question, read the text again, and then answer, and then circle true, T for true and F for false. All right. Number one, what do you think? Is it true or false? Fahd goes to Almanha school. True, surely true. Number two, Fahd is 20 years old. 20 years old students should go to university or college, right? Logically. So he said here, I'm 10 years in the first line. I'm 10 here. I'm 10 years old. All right, guys? So that's surely false. Easy. Number three, Fahd goes to school by bus. Let's go back here in the third line here in the middle. I go to school by bus. So that is true. Guys, very easy and direct questions. Direct questions. All right. The second part of the question B, answer the following question. That's essay questions. How old is Fahd? How old is he? In the first line, he said, I'm 10 years old. So he's 10 years old. Easy. Number two, when did Fahd start to study English? All right, let's see that. The second line, I started to study English when I was 6. So he started to study English when he was 6, or he started to study English at the age of 6. At the age of 6. Very easy, guys. All right. All right. That was all right. That was the last question for today in this video. Uh, Thank you so much for following me up, and thanks for paying attention today. Till we meet again, take care. Thank you and goodbye.